What's up guys, Niven here from Maker Watch Company, and today we're going to talk about the 5 things that make for a durable wooden watch. Number 1, stabilized wooden watch case. So this right here is one of our stabilized wood watches. It's a hybrid of wood burl and resin with infused USD. This wood has actually undergone a stabilization process before we milled it. We've actually extracted the air from the pores and replaced it with a heat cure resin. Once that resin cures, it essentially makes this really dense. That density not only adds weight, but it also protects it from things like drops and dings. So if you're someone that's active and on the go and you're likely gonna hit your watch, you definitely want to consider having a wooden watch that has a stabilized case. Stabilization also transforms the wood to a state which makes it less vulnerable to expansion and contraction, ultimately reducing the risk that the wood case is going to crack. Wood is natural, it's from nature, so there is still that element of movement due to extreme heat or temperature changes or humidity fluctuations where you probably shouldn't be out yourself. The stabilization process will reduce that risk as much as possible. It's the most you can do to wood to protect it from the elements. On average, it takes us an extra about 54 hours of processing time to be able to get the wood stabilized in order to mill. So there's not a lot of wood watch manufacturers that offer stabilization due to the extra cost and processing time. All of our watches do use stabilized wood if they incorporate wood in the case. If you're in a market for a wood watch that you can confidently wear every single day, take out, travel with, move to different temperatures, and you want something that's built to last, you definitely want to know if the wood watch case has been stabilized. Number 2, a high quality coating on the watch case. Most wood watches are not permanently sealed. A manufacturer will give the customer a hydrating oil that they tell you to apply on a regular cadence, maybe every 2 to 4 weeks, to keep the wood moist to prevent it from cracking. The problem with this comes down to the user. You're going to forget to apply that oil. What durable wooden watches come with is a quality seal or finish, typically with CA glue or automotive clear coat. Both finishes that are used with high quality pans, duck calls, knife handles, wooden golf putters. The automotive clear coat provides an additional UV protection as well. Just think about it this way. If your watch is not permanently sealed, just like a car without clear coat, the sun's gonna come down and eat right through the paint, which is gonna lead to premature corrosion. It's just gonna look horrible. It's the same thing with the watch. If you're constantly wearing it outside in the sun or you're constantly on the go and it's exposed to the elements, you're going to get a lot of stuff that enters the port that's going to jeopardize its ability to look shiny and clean, and it's also going to maybe prematurely lead to cracking of the wood. Number 3, a sapphire crystal watch glass. A watch glass is essentially the transparent cover that goes over the case of the watch, which allows you to read the time and also just admire the inner workings in the dial. There's primarily 3 materials used to create watch crystals. Number 1 is plastic. That's typically on a lower end, cheaper watch, or maybe a children's watch. It doesn't make sense to use a more expensive material. The mid-tier, which is typical for most watches in the market, is a mineral crystal, which is essentially regular glass that's undergone heat treatment. That heat treatment allows it to be more resistant to scratches, but it's not fully scratch proof, and it's also not shatter resistant. We've used it in the past with pretty good success. We would say that if you're in the market for a durable wood watch, at minimum, it should come with a mineral crystal watch face. The Tapa, however, is a sapphire crystal watch face. It does cost a little bit more. It is much more resilient against scratches. It's the standard used in luxury watches. Maybe you're a bit more clumsy and you tend to ding your watch face a lot. You definitely want to consider a wooden watch with a sapphire crystal watch glass to ensure the most durability, on the day-to-day go. Number 4, a stainless steel core infrastructure. You can see our back case here. It's the guts of the watch. It's what's holding everything together, from the movement to the strap. The standard in the industry is 316L stainless steel. That's what we use in all of our watches. It adds weight, adds quality. You might see a lot of ones where the strap is physically attached to the case itself. That's a red flag, because if that strap rips the wood out, the case is done. I'm pulling real hard right now. Because the strap is affixed right into steel, right into the steel core, and not the wood case aesthetic, it's not going to tear out. Watchmaking is a fine art. We'll be very honest, we started off as a craft watch, more like this one that I'm wearing, where the strap is actually affixed right into the case. And this is honestly how we started and how we got things going. But as we realized we wanted to make a quality product that was going to last, we decided to step up our game, actually invest in the technology, the engineering to create a core steel infrastructure, which now replaces our case. Our cases in the past were fully infrastructure and now they're aesthetic. The case basically plops on and everything is tied into the steel core infrastructure. Number 5, a moisture seal. Typically in the watch industry, we use O-rings that sit between a back case and the movement ring to keep any air and moisture out of the watch case. That's so important because without that moisture seal, you could see fogging in the watch crystal on the inside. It's got to be airtight, keep all the elements out to keep your watch functioning properly. So moisture seal is super important. Standard, make sure it has it. That's it, guys. We hope you got some value from this video and you learned something about what makes a durable wooden watch. If you found this video valuable, please give us a like, a subscribe, and we'll definitely put out more content. If you have any questions or you don't agree with some of this, that's totally cool too. We're always open to your discussion. Leave your feedback in the comments below or shoot us an email directly and we'll chat. I'm also gonna link the article that we wrote about this. Basically has all the information we talked about and expands on it just a bit more. All right, guys, thanks so much. Nibbin for Maker Watch Company. We appreciate you. Talk to you soon.